And we welcome you back to Farmington. Let's quickly run down the starting lineups. First off, for the visitors on the scoreboard, that is the South Fulton Rebels. They're dressed in their road purple uniforms. Number 1 is Alex Briney as a junior. 20, a senior, is Brody Breedlove. 21 is Ryan Robertson, junior. Alex Dorothy is a sophomore wearing number 22. And the final starter, number 32, a senior, is Seth Kessler. For the hosts, the home team on the scoreboard, the Lewistown Indians, coached by Brad Hatfill. Number 4 is Jacob Poston. Number 10, Brad Hardesty. Colton Johnson, number 12. Number 30 is Jacob Burdess. And the final starter, number 32, Brian Cruzan. As we said, Lewistown is coached by Brad Hatfill, while the Rebels are coached by Patrick Picorni. We'll be back with the opening tip-off of tonight's matchup in just a moment. Helping bring you this event, Spoon River Animal Clinic, comprehensive care when it's needed most. By CD Country 107.9, your new home in the country. The Clayburgh Fulton County Nursing Center, serving Fulton County since 1969. Spoon River Home Health, and by Quality Disposal and Quality Roll-Off. By the Lewistown Booster Club. Go Indians! By Modern Health Fitness Center, located on East Chestnut Street on the east side of Canton. By Spoon River Hearing Services, located inside the Graham Medical Building. By Wesley United Methodist Church, to know Christ and to make him known. And by M. Bixler Video Productions. If you're looking at getting married, give us a call. And we welcome you back as the opening tip is controlled by the Indians of Lewistown. As Hardesty, they get it inside to Burdess. Burdess kicks it out to Johnson. Johnson looks inside. They get it to Burdess. He goes up with it, and it is blocked. As with that block is Brody Breedlove. And with possession right now is South Fulton. As with it is Ryan Robertson. Robertson works his way into the front court. As they give it up, that was Alex Briney, as he has it once again. Looks to drive into the lane. Kicks it back out. Alex Dorothy. Robertson. And with it is number 32, Seth Kessler. He had the block just moments ago. Robertson into Kessler. Spin move. He cannot get it to drop. And the rebound is to Cruzan. Colton Johnson looks to drive. Fakes, goes up. Kessler with the block. He's had a couple of those so far. That could be big for South Fulton in this matchup. No score. We played a minute. Briney brings it to the near side on the wing. Out top it goes. That is Dorothy. Kessler out to Robertson. He lets it fly. Does not go. And the rebound is to Hardesty. Hardesty looks to drive. Kicks it out. Johnson. He's driving in as Cruzan. He pops it out. Poston fires. Cannot get it to go. It's batted out, and it is chased down by Lewistown. Poston comes up with the long rebound. Poston drives into the lane, and he is fouled. It is a common foul, so the Indians. Burdess inside, cannot get it to go, and it is check that. Yes, it was Kessler that saved it back in. Actually, that was Brody Breedlove that has had the 2 blocks, not Kessler. Lewistown with possession. Poston into the front court. Kicks it over. Johnson with it for 3. Got it. And that puts Lewistown on the scoreboard as they lead it 3-0 as we play just over 2 minutes. I'm Mark Bixler. I'm Bixler Video Productions. We're glad to be with you on this opening night of the Spoon River Tip-Off Classic. Breedlove kicks it over to Robertson. And inside, and that's going to be guilty. Johnson picking up that foul. That foul earlier was on, that was whistled against South Fulton, was on Kessler. That one is on Johnson, Colton Johnson. Inbounds pass, it goes to Eli Worley into the ball game. Briney into the low post. Breedlove with that basket, and it's a 3-2 ball game. Cruzan gives it up to Johnson. Johnson, Hardesty fires for three. It rims off, does not go, and it's tapped out of bounds, and that's going to be off of Lewistown, so it'll be South Fulton basketball. 3-2, Indians leading this. We're in the opening quarter of play. And that is going to be a loose ball. Who's got it? It looks like now it's loose. And finally, Poston chases it down as he gets it off to Hardesty. Into the front court quickly to Johnson. Looked at the three, but decided better. Baseline jumper does not go. And it's going to be Poston that's going to be guilty of that foul going over the top. That is the second team foul whistled against Lewistown. 4:52 rather remaining in this opening quarter of play. South Fulton with the ball. They trail by one. Briney decides to take the shot, cannot get it to go as Burtis with the rebound. Quickly, Cruzan looks to go baseline, dishes it off. Johnson from the corner for three. Does not go. Breedlove grabs the rebound and he'll get it out to Briney, who pushes it into the front court quickly. That is Worley. Inside, got it. And South Fulton takes a 1-point lead at 4-3 as we're at the 4:15 mark of this quarter. Whistle and a push. And that is on Worley. His first, the team's second. Johnson will trigger it in. They give his to Poston. South Fulton looks like they're in a man-to-man at this point. And that is deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with Lewistown. They say it was off of Worley. Four threes. South Fulton leading it by a point. Johnson with the inbounds pass as it goes to Poston. Poston brings it to the near side. Up top, it goes to Cruzan. Hardesty at the free throw line, dishes it off underneath. That is Burtis. Take a Burtis with that, and Lewistown back in front, 5-4. Briney looks to drive, takes it in. The runner in the lane is good. And South Fulton back in front at 6-5. Our third lead change. That's our fourth if you count the opening basket. Poston looking inside, looks to drive, cut off, gets it back, and it's deflected. No, it was not deflected. It is a turnover. So South Fulton with possession. A couple of substitutions in is Justin Burdess and Caleb Hudspeth checking in. Briney into the front court. They lead it by one. Kessler with it on the wing. Out top it goes to Breedlove. Left side, that is Briney. Left it short. The rebound is to Poston. Poston dishes it off to Johnson on the right side wing. Burtis, and a whistle on the travel. Johnson slid the pivot foot, and that turnover giving it back to South Fulton. Checking in is Alex Dorothy, replacing Breedlove. Briney gets it into the front court for the Rebels. He looks to drive, cut off. Worley, they try to lob it inside. It's loose on the floor, and it is Hudspeth Hudspeth that comes up with it. Hardesty pushes it down, gets it to Justin Burtseth. He kisses it off the glass, cannot get it to go, and we're going to have a foul, and appears to be on Lewistown, and it is. Hardesty whistled for that, his first. The team's third. That is the third, and we've had fouls on 3 different players. 2.5 minutes remaining. A 6-5 ball game. Briney gets it into the front court, loses it, and that is going to be out of bounds, and it'll go to Lewistown. So the turnover back to Lewistown. South Fulton committing it. Justin Burdess. Hudspeth with it. Looks inside. Johnson. He's open for 3 and fires. Got it. His second three-pointer. He has 6 points, all 3-point goals. Quickly, as that was Kessler. Briney for 3. He fires in and out. And it is Burdess with the rebound, or Burtis. Hardesty walks it across, guarded by Worley. Hudspeth looked at the cutter. It closed up quickly. Hardesty thought about it. Johnson. Justin Burtis drives in the lane. The runner, good. His first basket of the night, and Lewistown leading it now by 4 at 10-6. Quickly, Kessler in the middle, underneath the Briney for 2. His second basket, and it's a 2-point ball game as we approach the 1-minute mark. 10-8, Lewistown leading this. Burtis to Hudspeth on the far side on the wing. Brings it up top, Cruzan. Johnson, they leave him open for another 3, and that left short, but Hudspeth with the rebound, too strong. Got it back, goes back up with it, could not get it, and it is loose, and South Fulton walks away with it. 45 ticks remaining. Briney picks up his dribble, gives it off to Kessler. Briney with it back, they look inside. Skip pass, it goes to Worley. He fires, left it short. The rebound is to Dorothy. Worley has it back. We're under 25 seconds here in this first quarter of play. And the scoop, he's going to go to the free throw line, as that was Dorothy. He should be getting 2. "17 seconds remaining. That foul on Hudspeth. His first, the team's 4th. Dorothy's free throw does not go. Was in the act of shooting, so he gets 2. His second one is on the way, and he got it. So it's a 1-point ball game right now at 10-9 with 17 ticks remaining. Hardesty walks it across, being guarded by Worley. And they get a steal. 6 seconds as that does not go, and it is Worley that comes up with it. He puts it up from the corner, could not get it to drop, and that ends the first quarter. After 8 minutes, it's Lewistown up by 1. They lead it over South Fulton 10-9. We'll be back with the second quarter of action in just a moment. Helping bring you this event, Monocle's Pizza, located on North 5th Avenue in Canton. By State Farm Insurance, your local agents Chuck Taylor, Tom Conklin, Brian Yonts, and D. Clark. By Innovations Design Academy, located on East Locust Street in Canton. By Hy-Vee, your employee-owned grocery store on North Main Street in Canton. By AM 1560 WBYS and simulcast at 93.7 FM. By Truman Cleaning, your residential and commercial cleaning. Everything we touch turns to clean. By Ipava State Bank, with locations in Astoria, Ipava, Lewistown, and Canton. By Wesley United Methodist Church, to know Christ and to make Him known. And by Bixler Video Productions. If you're looking at getting married, give us a call. And we welcome you back. It is a 10-9 ball game, as right now Lewistown leading this. South Fulton with possession to start the second quarter of play, and some substitutions. Drake Stone King in the ball game. Worley goes underneath that to Kessler. Briney lost the handle but got it back. Stone King with it back to Briney. Worley and nearly, or rather I should say Briney, his pass nearly taken, but they maintain possession. Breedlove inside, could not get that to go, loose, and it is Jacob Burdess with the rebound. So Lewistown maintains their 1-point lead. Inside, Burdess could not get that one, and it's lost out of bounds. And it will be Lewistown basketball. 10-9, we are at the 7:08 mark. Cruzan gets it to Poston. Cruzan open for three. He lets it fly and buries it. That is the third three-pointer of the night for Lewistown, and they lead it by 4 once again. Briney with it on the wing to Worley. Skip pass, it goes to Stone King. He lets fly a three-pointer and buries it. So just like that, a 4-point ball game is trimmed to 1. Cruzan. Curtis goes up, it is blocked. And the rebound and putback, Nathan Duchesne. It's out of bounds. And it will be South Fulton basketball. Looks like South Fulton, I believe, taking the timeout with 6:18 remaining, so we'll take one as well. Lewistown leading it by 1, 13-12. Back in just a moment. Helping bring you this event, Spoon River Animal Clinic. Comprehensive care when it's needed most. By CD Country 107.9, your new home in the country. The Clayburgh Fulton County Nursing Center, serving Fulton County since 1969. Spoon River Home Health, and by Quality Disposal and Quality Roll-Off. By the Lewistown Booster Club. Go Indians! By Modern Health Fitness Center, located on East Chestnut Street on the east side of Canton. By Spoon River Hearing Services, located inside the Graham Medical Building. By Wesley United Methodist Church, to know Christ and to make Him known. And by Bixler Video Productions. If you're looking at getting married, give us a call. Back at Farmington as the steal, Poston comes up with that. As I was just getting ready to run down the players on the floor for South Fulton. Instead, we'll do Lewistown. Cruzan, he fires the three and buries it. His second three-pointer. It's Poston, Cruzan, Evan Daly, Duchesne, and Burdess. For South Fulton, Briney, Worley, Stone King, Breedlove, and Lascelles. And a turnover, giving it back to Farmington. So they lead it by 4 right now as Daly puts it in play. Poston into the front court. He's guarded by Briney. Another three. That Burtis, he wants in on the action. And it's a 7-point lead for Lewistown at 19-12. Breedlove to Briney. From the corner, Stone King. Worley with it now. Well, it was a 1-point game at 13-12, but 3 3-pointers and a loose ball, and it's going to be a held ball, and this time it goes to Lewistown. 3 3-pointers and wholesale substitution for Lewistown. We'll get to that momentarily as Colton Johnson in the ball game now, as is Brian. I have to get my roster out. Hardesty. And the whistle and the travel. Brady Hardesty. I left my Y off. Well, they try to get it to Stone King, and Lewistown did a nice job of closing the opening off quickly. And a travel is what resulted in that, and the turnover giving it back to the Indians. Hardesty gives it off to Burtis. Johnson with it now on the left wing. He gives it up. That is Trenton Chasteen, and that is off of DeShane. So the Indians turn it over with 4:23 remaining. Still up by 7 at 19-12. That is deflected. Breedlove chases it down, and that is going to be a reach-in. That reach-in is what caused the turnover, what could have been a turnover. As Chasteen picks up that foul. I believe that is the 5th team foul. Stone King open. He lets it fly, a 2-pointer. He has 5 here in the first half. And the lead is trimmed to 5 at 19-14. Certainly glad to be with you here tonight from Farmington. I'm Mark Bixler. I'm Bixler Video Productions. DeShane with it. Out top on the left side. Hardesty open for 3, and it rolls off. Does not go. And the rebound is to Dorothy. Robertson with it. Briney back to Stone King. 3.5 minutes remaining here in this first half of play. Farmington coming up next. They'll be playing North Fulton rather. Robertson gets it to Briney. Stone King back to Briney. Robertson with it now. Kicks it back out top. Dorothy. High post Breedlove, and there is a steal. Chasteen picked his pocket and then deflected it, and Hardesty came up with it. Chasteen. Johnson from the corner for 3. Got it. That is his 3rd 3-pointer. He has 9 points for the game, all of them for 3s. Breedlove put it up too strong. Briney there to clean up that miss and gets the basket. He has 6. Hardesty to Burtis. Hardesty. Johnson wanted the 3. Now he steps to the free throw line, left it short. Hardesty with the rebound, kicks it back out. They close in on Johnson quickly. Chasteen fires from the left wing, and good. His first points for the game, and they lead it by 8. Dorothy to Briney. Robertson with it now, out top to Dorothy, left side. He's open for 3, lets it fly, does not go. Burtis with the rebound. Hardesty from just inside the free throw line. DeShane with the offensive rebound. Couldn't get the first, and the second is blocked by Breedlove. That is about his 4th block of the night. A minute and a half remaining. Stone King, right side it goes to Robertson. They go inside. Breedlove, he turns, and he is fouled. Duchesne picking up that one. So Breedlove will go to the free throw line to get the 2 free throws. This is Duchesne's first, team's 6th, and Breedlove going to the line for 2. He has 2, that rolls off. Looking for his 3rd, and we have wholesale substitutions, a complete line change. 5 for 5 as Poston, Hudspeth, Jacob Burdess, Cruzan, and Daly check in. Clayton Kendrick checking in for South Fulton. 24-16, a minute 28 remaining as Breedlove getting the 2nd free throw. And he got that one. So 1 of 2 from the charity stripe, and it makes it a 7-point game at 24-17. Poston, and Briney is going to be guilty of that foul. Just the 3rd whistled against South Fulton. Briney's first. A give and go. Daly couldn't get it up get it to drop a little too strong. Breedlove tries to kick it back out and does. Kessler to Briney. Right side, Kessler. Briney gets it off to Dorothy. That was Robertson right there, rather. Dorothy not in the ball game, actually. And inside, a nice basket. Good effort by Seth Kessler. And it's a 5-point game. It was 8, but 4 unanswered points by South Fulton has trimmed this ball game down to 5. Hudspeth to Daly. Daly out top. And it does not go. Battled for, and finally Breedlove comes away with it with 13 seconds. Quickly, Robertson at the other end pulls up from the wing. His jumper is good. We'll get that marked here in a moment. We've got to travel with 2.4 seconds remaining. That field goal at the other end was Robertson's first field goal of the night. He has 3 for the half, and they'll get a chance to trim this even more. Briney has got to get it off. He lets it fly, but too strong, and that ends the first half. Well, it wasn't an 8-point lead, 24-16, but 5 straight points by South Fulton has made this a 3-point game. It's 24-21. Lewistown leading this. We'll be back to recap the first half and take a look at scoring in just a moment. Helping bring you this event, Monocle's Pizza, located on North 5th Avenue in Canton. By State Farm Insurance, your local agents Chuck Taylor, Tom Conklin, Brian Yonts, and D. Clark. By Innovations Design Academy, located on East Locust Street in Canton. By Hy-Vee, your employee-owned grocery store on North Main Street in Canton. By AM 1560 WBYS and simulcast at 93.7 FM. By Truman Cleaning, your residential and commercial cleaning. Everything we touch turns to clean. By Ipava State Bank, with locations in Astoria, Ipava, Lewistown, and Canton. By Wesley United Methodist Church, to know Christ and to make him known. And by M. Bixler Video Productions. If you're looking at getting married, give us a call. Welcome back to Farmington. It is halftime, and it is a 24-21 ball game with Lewistown leading this over South Fulton. They led it 10-9 at the quarter stop. Let's take a look at Lewistown did. Let's take a look at the unofficial scoring. First off, for South Fulton, we have unofficially Alex Briney with 6, Eli Worley with 2, Brody Breedlove with 3, Ryan Robertson with 2, Alex Dorothy with 1, Seth Kessler with 2, and Drake Stoneking with 5 points. For the Lewistown Indians, we have Justin Burtis with 2 points, Brian Cruzan with 6, Jacob Burtis with 5 points, Trenton Chasteen with 2 points, and leading the way for Lewistown, we have unofficially Colton Johnson. He has 3 3-pointers for his 9 points. Halftime, 24-21. Lewistown leading this over South Fulton. They led it by 6 at 24-16, but the final 5 points scored by the South Fulton Rebels to trim it to 3, and they had an opportunity to cut into it even more, but really put the ball in play about at the 3/4 court mark and really didn't get the look that I think Coach Patrick Picorni was looking for. And we end up with the 24-21 score at halftime, Lewistown leading South Fulton. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with the start of the 3rd quarter here from Farmington in just a moment. Helping bring you this event, Spoon River Animal Clinic, comprehensive care when it's needed most. By CD Country 107.9, your new home in the country. The Clayburgh Fulton County Nursing Center, serving Fulton County since 1969. Spoon River Home Health, and by Quality Disposal and Quality Roll-Off. By the Lewistown Booster Club. Go Indians! By Modern Health Fitness Center, located on East Chestnut Street on the east side of Canton. By Spoon River Hearing Services, located inside the Graham Medical Building. By Wesley United Methodist Church, to know Christ and to make him known. And by M. Bixler Video Productions. If you're looking at getting married, give us a call. Back at Farmington, it is the 3rd quarter, just about ready to get underway. I'm Mark Bixler. South Fulton with possession, and they do get it, but Robertson thought that Briney was going to zig and he zagged, but he did chase it down. Breedlove kisses it off the glass. And it makes it a 24-23 ball game. And that is going to be a charge on Cruzan. So the turnover, and is also the first team foul, and his first on the night. And Lewistown electing to put some full court man-to-man pressure on South Fulton. A 1-point ball game right now, 24-23. Breedlove can get untracked inside, look out. Robertson gives it off to Briney. They look inside, not there. Breedlove with the top of the key, brings it to the near side. Robertson, he looks to drive, throws it up, cannot get it to go, and Johnson grabs the rebound. Poston will push it into the front court quickly. Down to Cruzan. Poston gets it back. Right side it goes to Johnson. They leave him open for a 3, and that didn't draw any iron. And it gives it back to South Fulton. Briney. Kessler with it now on the wing. Back to Briney. The alley-oop, and it's good. Kessler with that basket. And South Fulton with the first 2 baskets of the second half. The first 4 points, they lead it by a point right now, 25-24. Lewistown taking a timeout. We'll be back to Farmington in just a moment. Helping bring you this event, Monocle's Pizza, located on North 5th Avenue in Canton. By State Farm Insurance, your local agents Chuck Taylor, Tom Conklin, Brian Yonts, and D. Clark. By Innovations Design Academy, located on East Locust Street in Canton. By Hy-Vee, your employee-owned grocery store on North Main Street in Canton. By AM 1560 WBYS and simulcast at 93.7 FM. By Truman Cleaning, your residential and commercial cleaning. Everything we touch turns to clean. By Ipava State Bank, with locations in Astoria, Ipava, Lewistown, and Canton. By Wesley United Methodist Church, to know Christ and to make him known. And by Bixler Video Productions, if you're looking at getting married, give us a call. Back in Farmington, we've got a good one. Right now, South Fulton leading at 25-24. The first 4 points of the second half belong to the Rebels, as Lewistown led at 24-21 at the halfway point. Poston gives it off to Johnson. Johnson to Hardesty. Looks inside. Now pulls up just inside the arc, left it short, and Robertson with the rebound. Right now, shots that were dropping in the first half aren't even coming close here, as that was off the iron in front of it, and that is off of South Fulton, so it'll be Lewistown basketball. Hardesty being pressured by Robertson. He kicks it out. Cruzan didn't get it to go. The rebound and the putback, that was Johnson. That is his first non-three-pointer. So he is now in double digits at 11. And it's Lewistown back in front, 26-25. Kessler to Breedlove. Spins, he puts it up, and he is fouled, so he's going to go to the charity stripe, and I think, see who that is on. Burtis. That is his first. Team's second. Breedlove at the free throw line, getting the two. The first is on the way, and it's good. It's the second. We're tied at 26 with 5:44 remaining. And that one rolls off, and Jacob Burtis gets the rebound. Poston, ahead it goes. Hardesty looks to drive, kicks it out to Johnson. Burtis with it on the top of the key now to the free throw line. Well, you've got both Burtises in there, and Justin Burtis called for the traveling. So the turnover, giving it back to South Fulton. We're knotted up at 26 apiece. And that is off of Lewistown. It'll stay with South Fulton. 5:19 remains here in this third quarter of play. Tied at 26. Into Breedlove. He kicks it back out. Briney. Worley back to Briney. Kessler. Worley to Briney. He lets it fly, and he gets the three. Got a shooter's touch there, shooter's roll. And the lead is 3 South Fulton. This is their biggest lead, I believe, of the night. 29-26. Hardesty, he pumps up a three-point goal, and it's good. Well, Hardesty answers. And we're tied at 29 again. Breedlove in the lane, and he wanted to pass it. Who he wanted to pass it to wasn't open, and he slid the pivot foot. So the turnover, giving it back to Lewistown, as Hardesty looks to drive, and he is called. Well, he got bailed out. He was going to get If he wasn't fouled, he would have probably been called for traveling. The lob goes to Burtis. He puts it up and it rolls off, gets his own rebound back up with it, and it's good. Jacob Burtis with his second field goal, and Lewistown back in front, 31-29. Worley in the middle. Breedlove pulls up, cannot get it to go, and it is Johnson that grabs the rebound. Worley, and that good heads-up play by Hardesty. Throws it off of Worley, and it belonged to Lewistown. Two-point lead for the Indians over the Rebels, 31-29. Hardesty to Duchesne. Dustin Burtis, as he got it down to Hardesty, could not get it, and a whistle and a foul. Who do we have? And that is on Cruzan. His second. Just the team's third. Only one has been whistled against South Fulton. Worley gets it off to Briney. Worley back to Briney. They give it to Breedlove, and he couldn't quite get control and couldn't get it on the floor, and is whistled for the traveling. Still the 2-point lead for Lewistown as the Indians get it back. They lead at 31-29 as we're at the 3:23 mark. Duchesne thought about backdooring it. Cruzan couldn't get it to go. It's loose, and a whistle and a foul. Johnson called for that foul. It'll be a common one. His second. The team's fourth. Quickly, Breedlove, this time he gets it. He'll kick it back out. Worley fires and got it. He has 4 on the night. And we're tied at 31. Back and forth again. Duchesne. Dustin Burtis. The only Burtis in the ballgame right now. Hardesty gives it off to Cruzan. Johnson kicks it over to Hardesty. Hardesty will dribble it back up front. Johnson for 3 from the corner. Good. That is his 4th three-pointer of the night and gives Lewistown the 3-point lead at 34-31. That is deflected, and a timeout taken by South Fulton to save that possession. 2:17 remaining. 34-31. Lewistown leading this over South Fulton. Back for more action in the third quarter in just a moment. Back at Farmington, a 3-point lead for Lewistown, 34-31. South Fulton with possession. Stone King gets it to Breedlove. Out top it goes. That was Briney as he gets it back. Worley back to Briney. They'll skip past it to Stone King. Into Breedlove, kicks it over, and that is Worley. Briney to Worley. Low post, kicks it back out. Stone King with it on the left side. Takes it in and cannot get it to go. Burtis with the rebound for Lewistown. Up by 3. They've led it by as many as 8. That was in the first half. They've trailed it here in the second half, though. Briney grabs the rebound, and he is called for double dribble. He wanted to get rid of it. Thought somebody was ahead and picked it up to throw it, and then that individual was covered and was whistled for the double dribble or traveling, whatever. I think anything, the officials could have called anything. Curtis gets it out to Poston. Shane. Poston has it back top of the key. Takes it over to Daly. Daly picks up his dribble. Gets it to Poston. He looks to drive. The runner in the lane left it short, and it is going to be South Fulton that comes away with it. Worley, and that is deflected. DeShane. Poston. It is blocked, and it will stay with Lewistown. We're under a minute, 45.3 seconds remaining. Just over 45 seconds. Poston. Burtis kicks it out, and we've got a travel called as he kicked it out to Daly, but Burtis whistled for shuffling his feet. So the turnover, giving it back to South Fulton. They're down by 3. And it rolls off. That shot by Jared Lascelles loose, and we're going to have a foul. Let's check and see who that's against. And the foul called against Brining, his second. Just the team's second here in the second half. Roseanne will work it into the front court. Roseanne to Daly. Daly from the right wing kicks it out to Poston. We're under 10. And a timeout taken with just under 9 seconds remaining. Coach Hatfield not happy with what he was seeing and wanted to make sure that they do everything they can to get off a good shot. We're going to take a break. Back to Farmington in just a moment. 34-31, Lewistown. Helping bring you this event, Spoon River Animal Clinic. Comprehensive care when it's needed most. By CD Country 107.9, your new home in the country. The Clayburgh Fulton County Nursing Center, serving Fulton County since 1969. Spoon River Home Health, and by Quality Disposal and Quality Roll-Off. By the Lewistown Booster Club. Go Indians! By Modern Health Fitness Center, located on East Chestnut Street on the east side of Canton. By Spoon River Hearing Services, located inside the Graham Medical Building. By Wesley United Methodist Church, to know Christ and to make Him known. And by M. Bixler Video Productions. If you're looking at getting married, give us a call. Back in Lewistown, as Daly will trigger it in for the Indians. They give us to Burtis. They go to Daly, but Worley steps in front of him and picks it off. Robertson lets fly the shot at the buzzer. It's off the glass. It does not go. We've completed 3 quarters. It is Lewistown 34, South Fulton 31. We've got a good one. Back with the final 8 minutes in just a moment. Helping bring you this event, Monocle's Pizza, located on North 5th Avenue in Canton. By State Farm Insurance, your local agents Chuck Taylor, Tom Conklin, Brian Yonts, and D. Clark. By Innovations Design Academy, located on East Locust Street in Canton. By Hy-Vee, your employee-owned grocery store on North Main Street in Canton. By AM 1560 WBYS and simulcast at 93.7 FM. By Truman Cleaning, your residential and commercial cleaning. Everything we touch turns to clean. By Ipava State Bank, with locations in Astoria, Ipava, Lewistown, and Canton. By Wesley United Methodist Church, to know Christ and to make Him known. And by M. Bixler Video Productions. If you're looking at getting married, give us a call. Final 8 minutes underway here in Farmington. Lewistown leading this in this opening game of the Spoon River Tip-Off Classic for the East Division. They lead South Fulton 34-31. Johnson, he has 4 3-pointers in this game. Hardesty kicks it back out. That is Chasteen. He lets fly. Couldn't get it to go, and it is Worley that chases down the long rebound. Robertson tried to get it to Stone King, but Stone King never had his... He was always looking toward the basket. So the turnover giving it back to Lewistown. Hardesty. Burtis to Hardesty, pulls up the baseline jumper, good. He has 5 on the night, and the lead is 5. Whirling down to Dorothy. Worley gets it back, top of the key, left side it goes to Briney in the middle, and that is Breedlove. He brought it down, and eventually a foul was called, but big guy putting the ball on the floor usually results in a turnover, especially if you do it in traffic. Briney to Worley, right side it goes to Kessler, and that, we've got a foul. Hudspeth is guilty of that. The previous foul was on Burtis. That was his second. Hudspeth guilty of that one. That is his second. And it is, I believe, the 6th team foul. And a whistle, and that is going to be on Johnson. All of a sudden, we've got a spurt of fouls being called against Lewistown. Dorothy will go to the free throw line, and that was Johnson picking up that foul, and that is his 3rd. Dorothy getting the 2 free throws. First one is on the way, cannot get it to go, and it is chased down by Kessler, but tried to get it into Breedlove, but just even as tall as Breedlove is, that was a little too tall for him. Burtis fires for 3, got it. Justin Burtis, his second, or Jacob Burtis, his second 3-pointer, and a near turnover, but South Fulton maintains possession. An 8-point lead that equals the biggest of the night, and we've got a foul inside. Hudspeth picking up the foul. And it's his 3rd, and Briney got the 1st. So the lead trimmed to 7, 39-32. Briney will try to trim into this even more. Second free throw is on the way, does not go. It's tipped out, and Briney gets his own rebound. So right now, all the loose balls going to South Fulton, but they still trail it by 7. Kessler fires, bounces off, does not go. DeShane grabs the rebound, and he'll get it to Hardesty, who will jog up the court. DeShane dishes it off. That is Burtis. Poston with it now. Jacob Burtis gives it off to Hardesty. Inside, nice give to Burtis. Jacob Burtis with that basket. He now has 12 on the night. And the lead is 9, their biggest at 41-32. Underneath, Kessler He has 6, and it's back to a 7-point game, 41-34. Hardesty. Curtis, he pulls up. The shot does not go, and it is tapped out. A 3-on-1, and Hardesty intercepts the pass. South Fulton had the numbers inside to Shane. Good. And it's back to a 9-point ball game. My apologies. Underneath. Dorothy couldn't get it. Grabbing for the rebound, and it is off of Hardesty. It'll stay with South Fulton, but Lewistown taking a timeout. They lead it at the 4:22 mark of this final quarter by 9. It's Lewistown 43, South Fulton 34. Back to Farmington in just a moment. Helping bring you this event, Spoon River Animal Clinic, comprehensive care when it's needed most. By CD Country 107.9, your new home in the country. The Clayburgh Fulton County Nursing Center, serving Fulton County since 1969. Spoon River Home Health, and by Quality Disposal and Quality Roll-Off. By the Lewistown Booster Club. Go Indians! By Modern Health Fitness Center, located on East Chestnut Street on the east side of Canton. By Spoon River Hearing Services, located inside the Graham Medical Building. By Wesley United Methodist Church, to know Christ and to make him known. And by Bixler Video Productions. If you're looking at getting married, give us a call. Back in Farmington, it's a 9-point lead for the Indians. They lead the Rebels, 43-34. South Fulton with possession, though. Kessler skips it over to Briney. It was tipped away. Worley came up with it. That three-pointer does not go, and it is loose, and a scrum, and somehow Hardesty comes out with it. Poston pushes it up, picks it up, gets it off to Hardesty. Cruzan fires for 3, does not go. Poston had it, got it back. It's blocked by Breedlove. Ahead it goes to Kessler, and he took the extra step trying to get his footing. And the travel, turning it back to Lewistown. So still a 9-point ball game, 43-34. Plenty of time left in this one, as we have 3.5 minutes remaining. Anything can happen. Poston underneath Burtis, and the reach in. Just the 3rd team foul, as Kessler picking up that foul, his 2nd, and South Fulton electing to take a timeout. So we'll take one here as well. 3:24 is what remains. It's still Lewistown 43, South Fulton 34. Back to Farmington in just a moment. Helping bring you this event, Monocle's Pizza, located on North 5th Avenue in Canton. By State Farm Insurance, your local agents Chuck Taylor, Tom Conklin, Brian Yonts, and D. Clark. By Innovations Design Academy, located on East Locust Street in Canton. By Hy-Vee, your employee-owned grocery store on North Main Street in Canton. By AM 1560 WBYS and simulcast at 93.7 FM. By Truman Cleaning, your residential and commercial cleaning. Everything we touch turns to clean. By Ipava State Bank, with locations in Astoria, Ipava, Lewistown, and Canton. by Wesley United Methodist Church, to know Christ and to make him known. And by Bixler Video Productions. If you're looking at getting married, give us a call. And we welcome you back as Duchesne puts it up on the inbounds. Couldn't get it. It is loose. And South Fulton comes away with it. Worley quickly ahead to Briney. Briney in the lane, kicks it over. Kessler fires for three. Got it. Well, with a three-point shot, a 9-point game is nothing. As it's trimmed to 6 real quick, 43-37. Johnson, he has 4 of the three-pointers himself. Burtis to Duchesne for 2. In the middle, Breedlove kicks it over to Kessler. Back to Breedlove, out to Worley. Get it into Breedlove, and he'll kick it back out. Briney. Worley has it now. Briney for 3 does not go. The rebound is to Hardesty. And South Fulton misses an opportunity to trim into the lead. Right now, it's an 8-point ball game. Poston to Johnson. Right side it goes. That's Hardesty. Out top it goes to Burtis. Poston brings it to the near side. Burtis. And that is deflected. Briney with the steal. He's going to lay it up and count it. So an old-fashioned, possibly an old-fashioned three-point play. Justin Burtis picking up that foul. That's also the 9th team foul whistled against Lewistown. So Briney at the free throw line, a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play, but more importantly, a chance to pull South Fulton to within 5. Right now they trail by 6 after the basket by Briney. And he got it. So Briney gets the old-fashioned three-point play. And they now trail it by 5 after being down by as many as 9. From the corner. Could not get the shot. Johnson. Quickly. Breedlove chases it down, kicks it out to Worley for 3. Does not go. The long rebound is chased down by Jacob Burtis. And it is out of bounds, and it is going to be Lewistown basketball. And a full timeout is taken by Lewistown. 1:21 remains. Just 91 ticks left on the clock. And Lewistown leading it by 5. Back to Farmington in just a moment. Helping bring you this event, Spoon River Animal Clinic. Comprehensive care when it's needed most. By CD Country 107.9, your new home in the country. The Clayburgh Fulton County Nursing Center, serving Fulton County since 1969. Spoon River Home Health, and by Quality Disposal and Quality Roll-Off. By the Lewistown Booster Club. Go Indians! By Modern Health Fitness Center, located on East Chestnut Street on the east side of Canton. By Spoon River Hearing Services, located inside the Graham Medical Building. By Wesley United Methodist Church, to know Christ and to make him known. And by Bixler Video Productions. If you're looking at getting married, give us a call. Back in Farmington, where the Lewistown Indians lead South Fulton by 5, as we are approaching the 1-minute mark in this one. And we're going to have a foul, as that going against Jared Lascelles. That just the 4th team foul, so they have fouls to give yet, and they've got to give them up. In some trouble, and right now you put the pressure on as they've got to get it across, and they just barely do. Now you foul them. And Lascelles, he's got some fouls to go, and by golly, whoever he fouls is going to know he was fouled. Johnson got it in to Poston. They get it to Burtis. They've got to foul because you still got 2 fouls to give up. You can't, you're down by 5. Briney picking up the foul. His 3rd. Still the 6th. Now the foul puts Lewistown in the bonus, but still they let a lot of time slip off the clock, and just right there, you got to foul them. And that is an intentional foul. Not what Patrick Ficorni wanted, and now that defeats the purpose of that foul. You want to foul him with the opportunity to get the ball back, and when the intentional foul is called, you lose that opportunity, as Poston got the 1st. Not only do they get the 2 free throws on the intentional, they get the ball back. Missed the 2nd, but more importantly, Lewistown gets it back. With 37.6 seconds now, they didn't lose a lot on that, but you've got to foul right away. You don't intentionally foul, but you've got to foul them. And, Breedlove guilty of that one. Looked pretty clean from up here. .29 seconds remaining. Breedlove picking up the foul. That is his 1st, the team's 8th. And at the free throw line is Caleb Hudspeth getting the 1-and-1. 29 seconds remaining. Hudspeth, nothing but net. That's a big free throw. This is a big free throw as well, because it would extend it out to 8. And he does. Anything can happen. I've seen stranger things happen. Briney loose, and we've got a held ball, and it will go to South Fulton. So the Rebels will maintain possession with just under 19 seconds remaining. Briney, they get it to Breedlove. He backs his way in off the glass, gets it to drop. And did he step on the line? Yes. 48-42, but this one is slipping away as they're under 6 seconds now, as that basket is good with 2.8 seconds remaining. A timeout taken by South Fulton. It's a 48-44 ball game. We're going to take a break with the timeout. Lewistown leading it by 4. Helping bring you this event, Monagle's Pizza, located on North 5th Avenue in Canton. By State Farm Insurance, your local agents Chuck Taylor, Tom Conklin, Brian Yonts, and D. Clark. By Innovations Design Academy, located on East Locust Street in Canton. By Hy-Vee, your employee-owned grocery store on North Main Street in Canton. By AM 1560 WBYS and simulcast at 93.7 FM. By Truman Cleaning, your residential and commercial cleaning. Everything we touch turns to clean. By Ipava State Bank, with locations in Astoria, Ipava, Lewistown, and Canton. By Wesley United Methodist Church, to know Christ and to make Him known. And by Bixler Video Productions. If you're looking at getting married, give us a call. Colton Johnson will trigger it in for Lewistown. They get the inbounds pass, and that will do it as Burtis kisses it off the glass, and Lewistown wins their first game of the year, as they top South Fulton 50-44. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back and recap this one and take a look at the unofficial scoring in just a moment.
Here we go. We're gonna make some juice.
It's gonna be good.
She's excited. A little bit of kale.
Please don't put this on.
I'm putting it all over the line.
It's wet. It needs something. No, it'll go.
Don't break my juicer. Looks good.
You ready to try it?
Come on, baby.
Challenge your kids to be active and eat healthy.
It's okay.
Okay. All right.
They might surprise you.
Hey, she took another sip. You saw it?
Search We Can for more ideas on how you and your kids can get healthy together.
And we welcome you back as the final score 50-44, Lewistown, the winner over South Fulton here tonight in the opening game of the Spoon River Tip-Off Classic, the East Division. In the final 50-44, let's take a look at the unofficial scoring. First off for South Fulton, we had unofficially Alex Briney with 13, 4 by Eli Worley, 8 by Brody Breedlove unofficially, Ryan Robertson with 2, Alex Dorothy with 1, Seth Kessler finishing with 12, and Drake Stoneking finishing unofficially with 5. For the Lewistown Indians, Jacob Poston with 1, Brady Hardesty with 5, Trenton Chastain with 2, Brian Cruzan with 6, Justin Burtis with 2, Nathan Duchesne with 4, Caleb Hudsmith with 2, and unofficially leading the way for Lewistown, both with game highs, Jacob Burtis with 14 and Colton Johnson with 14 as well. Again, the final score in the opening matchup, Lewistown topping South Fulton 50-44. For Bixler Video Productions, I'm Mark Bixler. Until next time, so long everybody.